When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Baylor Bears, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hale. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it at the end zone, making a huge play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Tuggle. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Taylor wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. He'll keep it himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
42 Spider.
Taylor wants to throw it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Baylor! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
That makes the score Baylor.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
State Bulldogs will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Hard running there. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
691, Gators far.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab outside. It's Prime. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he was flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Gets away from one, he's got space. He smashes his way through again. Right down the gut of the field. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Man, it would be hard not to continue to feed this guy the rock. He just makes big plays. Last week you saw it, over 100 yards, making big plays already in this football game. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Taylor wants to throw. Looking for the score. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Splits the uprights. Good. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return.
First and 10.
Off-play action on first down. Skips away from pressure. Going right and going deep. He's got it on the outside. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown Bears! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Mississippi State, 3.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll bring it back. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Taylor wants to throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to get it himself. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Really, really nice play, and I love bringing speed on the field. The more dime packages, the better on those 3rd down situations. Now I got faster guys chasing in the back end with the receivers, and when the QB scrambles outside the pocket, I got a DB now going to try to get that QB. Makes all the difference in the world.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Back to throw, it's Reed. It's complete. Touchdown, Baylor! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return.
Mississippi State Bulldogs will take over. 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in a hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Tuggle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Handoff from the gun. Snowed under by the defense. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Touch pass on the run. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved. And the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10.
28, Mississippi State 10.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Corner's going to give them room. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quick completion on the out route. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Bears are flying down the field. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Going for the big play. A full dive to haul that one in. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Porter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Line getting set on second down. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Number 8.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout.
35. Mississippi State, 10.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Taylor wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Creates a little space. That stiff arm got him a little space, but he'll be knocked down at the 11.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Mississippi State Bulldogs will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got touchdown, Baylor! The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about round the Grove for a long time. They're up by 21 over Ohio State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And your Mississippi State Bulldogs will take over. 1st and 10.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, it's a reverse. Breaks into the open. That's 20. Touchdown, Bulldog. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. What a perfect play call to get the score.
And you're watching the backside and all your runs, making sure that backside, they're not cheating, not flying to the football. The offense saw something, caught him in it. The defense didn't have an answer. The reverse works to perfection.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.